Yo, what's going on, brothers? What is going on? Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. If you're here, type a one in the live stream chat. If you're here, type a one in the live stream chat. How you bros doing, man? Been a minute. Yeah, good. Yeah, good. Who's here, man? Happy Sunday. Let's get everyone in. Hope everyone's cool. Everyone's good. Keeping warm during winter. You're self-improving, studying hard, staying focused. Let's go. Who's here though? What's going on, Willow Gamer in the cut? Kick gang in the cut. Shout out to our kick people. We're gonna crash out and kick after, man. Of course, man. We're gonna crash out. Sunday crash outs. What's going on, Black Gold Love? What's going on, bro? What's going on? Who else is in the building, man? Come on, let's get everyone in. It's Sunday. Y'all should be, chilling, taking it easy as well, right? After a long weeks of self-improvement, hard work. But type on one if my audio is good. Type on one. Mayday. Who's here? Are we good? Who else is here? Type on one. Audio good, brothers? Okay. So, welcome, bros. Welcome. Okay. So today we have some interesting topics to speak about. All right. We're going to talk about numerous topics happening over the past couple of days, the past week. Danish deception, Venezuela war, BW's in Thailand, Akaash Singh, Chloe Kim, Google, and Japan as well. So we got some very interesting content today that I want to bring up and discuss. All right. In the meantime, though, hold on. Guyana, yeah, if you've been Guyana, reach out to me, man. I've been trying to get intel on Guyana for a long time now. If you've been Guyana, let me know. All right. Guyana, Cape Verde, those ones have been elusive on this channel for a long time. If you've been there, let's get those interviews done, man. Right. I'm trying to get those countries done ASAP. A lot of what's happening in Guyana and some European countries too, man, like Lithuania, right? That's been elusive for a long time. What's happening in Lithuania, man? Anyone been there? Like, I've always wondered what's really happening in Lithuania. So awesome, man. So we have an interesting stream today. Okay. So I want to bring up you plan to go Africa. Yep, that is true, bro. Not sure where, but I'll let Child Brothers know soon in the near future, all right? So now let's react to the first news of this week, all right? So let me just share my screen, okay? Let me go here, share screen, video file. Hold on. Video file. Okay, so I want to react to a very interesting one that's happening. Story that So there's a story going around right now called the Danish deception. All right. And it's about a black woman being scammed basically by a white Danish dude. We're going to watch the clip. We're going to unpack it. And let's see what's going on here.
Here's the viral Danish deception story that everyone's talking about, summed up in 2 minutes. So former Bachelor contestant Onyeka has dropped a 27-part TikTok series.
27-part. Oh my goodness. And I saw one part, right? One part literally was like 10 to 15 minutes. And this woman here dropped 27 parts. Wow. There must be some huge scamming going on, bro. Huge scamming.
Exposing how her husband scammed her and their loved ones out of over $300,000.
Come on, man. Like $300,000. How are you getting scammed that much? What is going on? And you know what? In my opinion, I do believe race is an important topic, right, in this story. And I'm going to break it down very soon. Let's carry on watching.
Onyeka met him while on holiday in Croatia and they clicked instantly. They were inseparable. He was tall, handsome and charming, and he was...
Passport sis? Potentially.
rich. He had a job as a CEO earning over $400,000. The only problem she saw is that he is from Denmark and she lives in the USA. When she returned home to the US, they quickly fell into an intense long-distance relationship. He starts flying her out all over the world to see him, Saint-Tropez, Cannes, and he's giving her lavish gifts.
Wow. Okay. Interesting. Interesting.
They are obsessed with each other. They're in love. And they get married very quickly so he can start the process of moving to the US. But
Okay. She wants to bring him over to she wants to bring him over to the US. Okay. It's kind of watching.
then it all starts going wrong and the money requests start rolling in. He tells her that an apartment complex he's invested in Denmark urgently needs repairs. And so
Okay.
she sends him $6,000.
She sends him $6,000. That's insane. Now, hold on here, right? Is an average BW sending a brother $6,000, even if they're in a relationship? Probably no, right? But let's kind of watch him. Let's kind of watch him.
Then he tells her that all of his available money, around $300,000, has been temporarily frozen by the IRS or Danish authorities so they can conduct a tax investigation. So he's now saying he has pretty much no access to any money. So at this point,
wow. Yo, like the way this white dude is moving, this is insane.
She's now paying for everything, flights, hotels, and constant trips, because remember, they're still long distance.
So she's paying for the flights, hotels, constant trips, sending him $6,000, right? This is insane. Woo! Let's kind of watch him.
And he starts needing money for more and more emergencies. She sends him another $5,000 after
Another $5,000. What?
there's a fire in the apartment complex. Then he tells her he's $300,000 in tax debt.
Okay, what is going on here, bruv? What? So, like, she's just throwing money at him, right? Without her suspecting that, yo, this guy might be a bit dodgy. This guy might be a bit dodgy. But however, you know, I do believe race plays a part in this story, because, like, if this was a brother asking her for those requests, I doubt she would even go that far. But let's just kind of watch him.
He sends him $15,000 to help clear the debt. Then he asks her for another $3,000 to
Oh, come on, bruv. Come on. Come on. Are you serious right now? Are you serious right now, bro? What?
help out a friend. And these requests just keep coming until he owes
And she keeps sending him all that money, right? Bruv.
her thousands of dollars. But then she finally learns the truth of where all the money's been going. It turns out he has a severe gambling addiction. These apartments he owns, they don't exist. And she finds out that he actually scammed his own friend out of $200,000. He also
Wow.
owes her mum $10,000 and is forging documents.
Wait. So he owns also her mum $10,000. Okay.
To make it look like he's going to pay the money back. He isn't. And he's taken $3,000 off of her sister. So after finding all of this out, you think she's going to leave him. Wrong. He actually
Wait, what? She doesn't leave him?
decides that he's going to leave her. He demands a divorce and says he's disappearing back to Denmark and that she'll never see him again. After he left, she discovered that he'd been dating and scamming multiple other women. She's now telling her story on TikTok to millions of people, and she's building a case to try and have him prosecuted.
Wow. All right, so let's break it down over here, because, like, this is a classic story of a BW going overboard for a Brad, right? I'm trying to keep it coded here. Now, if he was a black man, I'm gonna keep her buck here. I'm gonna keep her Millie. I'm gonna keep her Trudy. If he was a black man, do you believe that she would be sending him all that money if he was a black man? I don't think so. I think that there's rules for black men and there's rules for white men in this dating game. Because actually, right, how many stories do I see of Brads getting into these kind of stories? Woman, right, sends Brad all this money, blah, 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 right? You don't see black men being involved in these kind of stories, because the average woman, right, isn't going overboard for a brother like that, okay? Brad knows that a lot of women white worship Brad. Brad knows a lot of women, right, they worship that white skin. So Brad is asking these ridiculous requests, right? All these crazy requests, right? And he knows he'll get it. And the woman who is simping for Brad will continue sending him money, right? Going overboard for Brad, but not for a brother. I knew when I first read the story, right? Okay, without having an idea how they even look like. I knew that, yo, the guy in question, right, has to be a Brad. There is no way a woman is sending a brother 6 grand, then 10 grand, then even more money, then even paying for his flights. And even paying for his flights, bro. The average woman ain't going far and beyond for a brother, but they'll do it for Brad, though, right? So they're calling this story Danish deception, right? And this is what happens when a lot of women white worship Brad. Brad is well aware that a lot of non-white women will do anything to get with with a white man. He knows that, and he will use that to his advantage. So early on, are you telling me that she earlier on, right, didn't even sense anything suspicious? The fact that he's asking for 6 grand and she just sent it is wild. It's absolutely wild. Do you think if he was a brother, right, there is no way she will send a brother 6 grand? So there's rules for Brad and there's rules for non-Brad. And that's what I'm telling you, right? These Western women, you got to keep away from. It's over. There's a lot of white worshiping happening in the West, bro. We see it amongst Asian women. We see it amongst Latina women. Now, unfortunately, we are seeing it, right, amongst our sisters. And it is what it is, right? This guy asked for 6 grand and he got 6 grand from her. Now, if her brother, right, asks her for $10, do you think she'll give her brother $10? Do you think the average sister will give her brother $10? She'll tell him, yo, go and get a job. Why are you coming to a woman? Go and get a job, bro. But Brad can ask for the most ridiculous requests and he will get it. I'm just keeping it a buck. This story is wild. The fact that she continues sending him money, flying him out, paying for his stuff. Like, there's no way she would do that for a brother. There is no way she will go far beyond for a brother. Let's keep it a buck. Right? So this just tells you, right, what's really happening in these relationships between Brad and sisters. You go on Twitter, right? You see sisters show off their Brads, talking down about black men and brothers on Twitter and social media. Oh, telling other black women, go and get you a Brad. Well, actually, when I read stories on social media about these sisters and Brads together, it's always some messed up things happening, bro. Either she's paying for Brad's accommodation, either Brad's living with her, either she's paying for Brad this, Brad that, Brad's flights, just to get a white man. Just to get a white man. Well, she would never go far and beyond for a brother. In fact, she won't even cook. In fact, the average sister in the West, right, wouldn't even cook a brother a meal. They wouldn't even cook a brother a meal, but they will send 6 grand, $6,000, $6,000 to a Brad. That's why you gotta stop feeling sorry for them. That's why you gotta get your passports and get you a foreign woman that has integrity, that has justice engrilled inside of her. These Western women, right, they will go far and beyond to make Brad happy. Brad knows there's a lot of white worshiping women in the West, and they will do anything. They will even sniff his own farts just to get a goddamn date with Brad. Right? I'm just keeping it a buck. This is a wild, wild story. And it just shows you that, these relationships between sisters and Brad, it's not perfect. Right? You go on social media, they try and talk bad about brothers. Oh, Brad got her this, Brad got her that. A brother would never do that. These sisters are paying for Brad's lifestyles. These sisters are paying for Brad's lifestyles. Okay, so here's what, right? Get your passports, right? And, go and get you your foreign woman, all right? It's over in the West. Leave sisters in the West and leave Brads to them, okay? You want a black woman, go to Africa, South America, the Caribbean. You may even find a black woman in Asia, all right? And get with her, okay? So that's my thoughts on this topic over here. So I want to react to another clip, right? Okay. And this one's going to be an awesome one to react to, all right? About BWs in Thailand. Let's check it out, man. Let's check it out. So let's check it out, man. We got a special stream today, man. Special stream.
What is up?
Okay. So I come across a clip, right, about a sister in Thailand raising some question about brothers' conduct there towards sisters. Let's check it out.
Serious question. What is up with the black men in Thailand?
What's up with you brothers in Thailand, man? Wait, you telling me you brothers ain't sipping for sisters in Thailand? You telling me you brothers ain't, going out your way to get a sister in an Asian country? In a majority Asian country where it's majority Asian women when it comes to female demographics? Yeah, but you telling me that you left America all the way to Asia to not get a black woman now? How dare you, black man?
Are y'all okay? And I'm not even speaking like on a romantic level, but just on a normal, cordial level.
Damn, what's happening? Brothers, what are you doing in Thailand, man? You ain't making sisters happy in Thailand, brothers. What's going on? Are y'all okay, brothers? Are y'all good, brothers? Like, surely something ain't right, brother, if you got BW complaining about y'all in Thailand.
Y'all are weird.
Oh, y'all are weird.
I seen a black man today just walking, and just like I give everybody else, I gave him a nod and like a little smile. When I tell you this man looked at me like he seen a ghost.
What? I can fully imagine that, right? Picture, right? A brother walking down the street with his badass, with his beautiful Asian girlfriend, right? He's happy, smiling. Then the sister looks towards him. He's like, "What the flip? What? I came all the way to Thailand, right? And what? No." He's like, "What the?" He looks away, and she's looking at him. Yo, acknowledge me. What up, King? Acknowledge me. He's like, nah, this ain't America. This ain't America, sis. Let's carry on watching.
And I couldn't do nothing but bust out laughing because what is wrong with you? I get a lot of y'all come over here to sow your wild oats.
What does that mean, sow your wild? What does that mean?
But that doesn't mean that you instead be rude to any black American that you see.
Be rude to any black American that you see. What? What is this right now, man? So you telling me that you want to control black men in Thailand too? Like y'all already control black American men in America. Y'all control their lives. Y'all saying that y'all say that they can't date Becky, they can't date Maria, they can't date Ling Ling, right? So they get their passports to keep away from y'all, and y'all got a problem with that, bro. Y'all got a problem with black men in an Asian country living their lives. So black American men are supposed to behave the same way you want them to behave in America. Simp for y'all, love y'all, give y'all all his attention, all the resources. Hell nah, bro. Hell nah. There's a reason why they went to Thailand. There's a reason why they're in Japan. There's a reason why they're in Brazil, they're in Colombia. They are looking for foreign women in those countries. What the hell do we look like if we're going to goddamn, Japan, looking for a black American woman? That makes no sense. You might as well stay in America if you want a black American woman. Right? The way these Western women think, man, leave us alone, man. Y'all control us in America. Y'all got the power in the UK, America, and Canada. As soon as we step out to live our lives and be free, y'all got a problem with that too? No. You're not going to control us. You're not going to control us, right? In Thailand, in Japan, in Colombia, in Brazil. We free. We free in these countries. We know America is a feminist goddamn hellhole. We know that. Well, guess what? Thailand is in America, honey. Thailand is not in America, honey. It's in Asia, and it's run by Asian people. So the BS in America that you respect ain't running in Thailand. Damn.
We are the minority in a foreign country.
But they're not there for y'all. Listen, a brother in Thailand, right, will give respect to other brothers in Thailand. They're not there for y'all, sweetheart. Right? If you want that kind of community love, I suggest you stay in America. Ain't no black community in Thailand. Stop trying to bring your American way of life to these other countries. Oh, the community, Puke and Ray Ray, blah, blah, blah. Nah, bro. Nah.
So yes, when I see another black person, I'm expecting for there to be some type of mutual respect.
Maybe these other black men are giving a nods to other black men. And you know, and that's more than enough in a foreign country. Listen, these black men are traumatized by what they've gone through by sisters in the black community, particularly these nerdy black men. So when they see y'all, they want nothing to do with y'all when they go abroad. And I don't blame black American men. I don't blame black American men. I don't.
Between us. Am I saying that we gotta hug and hold hands and go on a date? No, but you should be normal and respectful instead of acting like you don't.
But they don't know y'all. You ain't friends. It's a foreign country. They don't know y'all. Maybe these black American men have other black American male friends, and that's what we should be there for if we go abroad. Have a foreign girlfriend and have a community of black men. Right? These black men, they're not going to Poland to find a black woman. They're going there to find a white woman. They're not going to Brazil to find a white woman. They're going there to find a Latin woman. Y'all can't control us. You know, it's that entitlement that sisters have in our community. It's that entitlement. They feel like they are entitled to us. They want to control us, right? They want to control our lives, who we date, right? Hell nah. No.
Literally everybody stick together except black people. When I tell you they...
Maybe these black people have their own community within a community of black men. Maybe these black men have other black male friends and they all have Thailand girlfriends. And that is perfectly okay. Sister, you're not in the cut. You're not in the circle. And that's okay. Pack your bags and go back to America. Pack your bags and go back to America. Yeah.
Did a number on us. Whew. I genuinely don't understand. And if somebody want to hop in the comments and be respectful and tell me why the vibes are what the vibes are, I'm happy to listen.
The vibes are what the vibes are because black men, black American men, have experienced trauma in black America. So they've got their passport. They're now in Thailand, looking for a Thailand woman. They're not there for you. They're not there for you. Right? They're not. Like, it's the same thing in Japan, in South Korea, in Poland, in Brazil, Colombia. These Western women get their passports, travel out there, expecting black men, right, to go after them, to show them love. Honey, this isn't America. If you want that kind of simping love, all that communitarian nonsense, get your passports and get a flight back to America, right? And go and meet men like that. Go and meet men like that. Don't turn Thailand into America. Don't turn Thailand into America. No, hell nah. No, right? So you want that kind of community love? I suggest you go back to America. There's too much nonsense happening right now in the West, and we are running away from it because y'all Western women ruined it. So leave us alone and leave these Black American men alone in Thailand. They deserve love by Thailand women and Asian women. They deserve wealth, respect, riches, and prosperity. Y'all didn't give it to them. Y'all didn't show them no love. Keisha, Shakisha, Boniqua, Keisha, Shabusha. Yeah, y'all ain't showing these Black men love in the community, particularly nerdy Black men who were in the library every day studying for IT, tech certs. Y'all ain't hug them. Y'all don't even cook him a meal. But they're in Thailand, they got a Thai girlfriend, and morning, afternoon, evening, she cooking these brothers meals. You are not on the list anymore, sisters. Black men are free in Asia, and they will continue to be free. Okay. Whew. Whew. Wow. They want to control brothers, huh? No more. Brothers are free. They're free. So I want to react to this clip over here, right? Okay, Akaash Singh. Let's react to it. So I want to react to this explosive story in regards to a comedian called Akaash Singh, which is involving his wife. Okay, this is a story as to why we have our passports and why I've always mentioned that be careful of women who have attended American universities and they've been on campus. Let's check it out.
Now, children, this is what you don't want. Akaash Singh, a man I've never heard of before in my life, met this woman when she was 22 and he was 31.
And you know what? And there's nothing wrong with a 31-year-old man getting with a 22-year-old woman. In fact, I encourage that. I encourage more of that age gap. That's wonderful. So he did right there in being an experienced man who's 31, getting with a young woman who's 22. That's wonderful. I love that. But what happened here? Let's carry on.
She had nothing. He really had nothing. He's 31. And he's a 31-year-old virgin. He's under the impression she's a 22-year-old virgin.
Oh, wow. Not if she's been on a campus in America. If a woman has been on an American campus and has lived there for 4 years, she is not no goddamn virgin. She there's no way she's lived on UCLA campus, ASU campus, or any other American campus and she's coming out there a virgin. That's some BS. Let's carry on watching.
They get married. He ends up starting a podcast. It becomes very successful. Now he's rich, he's famous. She's the wife, trophy wife, some would say. But if you go to her page right now, a video in February, you'll see this.
Okay, let's check out that video. Okay, hold on. Let me bring it up. There we go.
Get so painfully nostalgic.
So here's a video that just went viral on social media and hit a bomb where Akaash probably can't recover from. Let's check it out.
Sometimes I get so painfully nostalgic for college. So for context, I went to college from 2011 to 2016. The top 4 songs when I came back for my sophomore year: Click, Pop That, Bands Make Her Dance, Birthday Cake, the 2 Chainz. So painfully nostalgic. The top 4: Pop That,
Okay.
Bands Make Her Dance.
All right, get to it. Okay. Interesting.
Birthday Cake, the 2 Chainz. Birthday is your birthday. I was popping my pussy and living my best life in these white boy frat houses.
Oh man. Oh my goodness. This is just Brav on camera saying this, man. All happy, reminiscing about that kind of life. This is just embarrassment for Akaash Singh. This is an embarrassment for their marriage. American woman, American accent. And you know what? If you've watched my stream over the years, right, you probably heard as to why I'm very cautious about getting with a woman who has lived on campus in university, particularly an American campus, right? When they show the drinking parties, the SEX lifestyle in these TV shows and movies, trust me, it's very, very true. You must be very careful as a man before putting a ring on a finger or dating a woman if she has lived on a university campus. If she has lived through on a university campus, right, that's a red flag. You know, that's something where you need to be very careful. And I'm not saying a woman who have lived on campus are 3 or 4s, right? But a good amount are. You need to vet very well. So if she's telling you that she's a virgin, then I drop her because she's lying to you. Number 2, right? You also want to be careful as to what university campuses she's lived on. If it's UCLA, if it's Arizona State University, if it's USC, if it's Boston University, Notre Dame University, all these prior universities, just drop her. Just drop her. And you notice how these are all Western universities. Now, I'm not saying that, hold on, I'm not saying that this problem isn't international. It's not a problem in Germany, in Japan, whatever. I'm sure it happens there too. But the American lifestyle is a whole different beast. It's a whole different beast. This is ingrained in the American culture. Woman getting ran through at 19 years old, 20 years old, 21 years old, 22 years old, 4 years in a row, bro. And in frat houses, a bunch of dudes in the football team taking turns on her. I feel sick right now, bro. And that's why we say, don't date Western women. Don't wifey Western women, and get your passport. And get your passport. In fact, it's better being alone than getting with a woman like this. Right? It's better being alone than getting with a woman like this. Some of you dudes, right, you can't handle being alone. Well, listen, as a man, get used to being alone. Would you rather be alone or be with a woman that's been ran through, bro? I feel sick. And you know what, right? You know what? This is a common thing amongst non-white women at university. They're getting ran through by brads. Listen, non-white women, right, in university, on campus, on college campuses, are getting ran through by brad dudes. This is why I haven't, in my dating history, right, whenever I heard she's been on campus at certain universities, I have not taken the relationship any further. Listen, you're better off being alone than to have this embarrassment on your last name, bro. And this is why the RP, right, is very important. Very important, the RP. Let's carry on watching.
I was shopping at Rainbow. I was eating buffalo chicken wraps every day. I was straightening my hair with my French tips. Like, you could not tell me nothing. And I had a roster of guys that I would rotate through.
Oh man. Oh, come on, bruv. Oh, this is embarrassing. This is just sad, bro. This is just sad. Bruv. Lesson learned for you dudes, man. Lesson learned. Red flag number 1. There is no way any woman is on college campuses in America and she's a virgin. If you believe that, you truly were born yesterday, bro. You're food out here. A lot of you dudes are food. Listen, I have come across women who have lived in America, who are from California, who are from Minnesota, right? And when they told me that they were on campus, I wrote them off. I wrote them off. I'm not flipping stupid. The best situation, right, is to get a girl that went to university from home. I know that isn't possible, right? I know that's not possible. But those are the ones where the body count is likely a lot less than a woman on campus. So how do you find a woman like that? Well, a woman that goes from home to university more than likely went to university or college in her home city or home county. She would not waste money to live on campus where campus or her university is like 5 minutes away, unless she's some rich spoiled brat that wants to wild out. The average parent wouldn't allow that. I'm telling y'all, man, who you get with your woman is a matter of your reputation, your mindset, your family name. I do not wish this for any man, bro. This is just sad. This is just sad. And you know what? Many times, right, men are better off getting with a poor woman who couldn't afford to be on campus. And I know that sounds messed up, but I don't really care, because at this point in time, right, us dudes, right, we don't want 3 or 4s. You know, that's not even messed up, right? There are women who are too poor to be on campus, so they have to go to university from home. Those women are the women that you want. Women that have flown all over the world, that have lived in New York for college campus, that went that this 6 months in Germany, this 6 months here, 1 in America. I'd be very careful, bro. I'd be very careful. I'd be very, very careful, man. It's not a game to me. It's not a game, bro. This is insane. Oh.
So it's like,
you know what's even worse, right? She wants those days back. She misses those days. She misses those days. She misses those days, bro. I mean, come on. And you know what, right? A lot of Western women, they miss those days when Brad was running through them in frat houses. They would never tell you to your face, though, but before she's sleeping or during her sleep, right, or where she's spaced out on the couch, she's thinking about those days, bro. And that's why women with high body counts are a danger to marry and get with. All those dudes she's been with are in her mind. They're part of her DNA, part of her personality. So while you're smashing her, right, she's thinking about the guys who might have did it better than you. Oh man, bruv, get your passport, man. Once again, Passport Bros undefeated. Once again, Passport Bros undefeated. Western culture is so degenerate. I don't believe any man should get with an American woman. I'm sorry. I don't care if she was born in Maine. I don't care if she was born in Minnesota. I don't care if she was born in goddamn Pennsylvania, right? Or flipping Alaska. If she's American, you need to watch your back, bro. These college campuses, right? And thankfully, right, people are seeing that for a lot of jobs, your career, you don't need to go to a college camp. You don't need to go to college. And I think we need that. I think we need less women in colleges for these BS degrees, nursing, what's it called? Teaching, blah, blah, blah. Like, in my opinion, there are only a few degrees you should only go to university for. Medicine, law, let's see, surgery, right? Finance, find that's even debatable as well. A lot of women, they do these BS degrees or majors just to get ran through in college. But y'all sleep though. Y'all sleep. Madness, bruv. Man, this is insane. Like, shout out to let's see, shout out to Sam Combo for the support. Appreciate you, Sam. IP, big man, them things, yeah. Hey, shout out to you, bro. That's a great comment here by Bruce. I moved out my college dorm and moved back home. My roommate was running through girls in our room. There you go, man. Bruv. There you go, man. That is part of American culture, bro. That is part of American culture. It's also a thing also in the UK as well. Like college campuses, right? If a woman has lived there, and guess what, right? She may have been to Oxford, UCLA, Pennsylvania University, Massachusetts University, MIT. I don't care how top that university, even like in Cambridge and Cambridge and Oxford University, women are getting ran through. This is why I never cared about what degree or what university a woman has been to. I care about, in my opinion, did you live on campus during 3 or 4 years of your time in university? If you did, you're going down on my list. Guess what, right? Most women in foreign countries, there is no concept of a college campus. Most women abroad, in Malaysia, in Singapore, etc., they go to university from home. Men have to prioritize going after women who went to university from home. And you will only get that kind of numbers, those high numbers or good numbers, when you get your passport. Do y'all guys hear me? Type of 1 if my words are reaching out to you right now. Type of 1 if my words are reaching out to you right now, bro. This is why getting your passport, becoming a passport bro, is worth it. If you want to meet women that have not lived on campuses in good numbers, you will find that abroad. I was in Panama. I met gorgeous women who told me they were not living on campus, right? They go to university from home. It is only most of the Western thing where they rebel, they learn this garbage rainbow nonsense about gender, nonsense on campus. The parents ain't there. They lose their mind. They lose their way. They start getting on. They start doing some suspicious substances. Start drinking, right? Start smoking green. Lose themselves. That's what happens when you take the kids out of the parents' homes. Now, some of y'all want to become fathers in the future. Hopefully, this here is a lesson for y'all. Keep your daughters at home. If you can't do it for some reason, right? I don't know. Damn. You see, if women want to go to university from campus, they usually get ran through. Shout out to Initiate. Facts. Absolute facts. Like, if she's really pushing for university, if she's really pushing to live on campus, right? She wants to get ran through, bro. It's keeping her buck. Keeping her buck. All right, let me react to another clip over here. Damn, that's just sad, man, that whole situation. All right, so let me get this up real quick over here. Let's go.
I guess I'll go.
All right, so I've got a clip here, right, of I think Olympian Chloe Kim. Okay, it's confirmed that she's dating a brother called Miles Garrett. You know what's funny? This is a Western Asian woman with a brother, which is very rare to see in the West. But let's check it out, okay? Why they're dating, what's happening over here. Let's check it out, okay? Let's go.
Used to be. I guess I'll go.
I got makeup on here.
She's looking good, man. She's looking good. I think she's Korean in the background. Kim. Well, I will go into it later on.
I can't believe you.
Okay, good luck.
Thank you, love.
Okay, so let me bring up, right. How about we check out this background of this Asian chick, because like this is actually big news, because like, brothers, where often do you see a top-notch East Asian woman with a black man in the West? In fact, it's very rare you see a brother with an Asian woman in the West, in America, UK, Canada, right? Unless in certain hotspots in which we've discussed in our videos before, right? So I'm gonna bring up, right, her background real quick, okay? And I just want to show you like what's really going on with her, right? Does she have a thing for brothers, or is this a new thing to her? Let's see. All right, so let me bring up an article over here real quick. All right, so give me a second. Studio, share screen, share screen, share screen. Okay, so this is Chloe Kim, right? Good looking chick. She's a good looking chick. I keep her a buck, right? So it says here, right, she's 25, and I think Miles is like 30 or 29. That's pretty good. She's 5'3", but she was born in Long Beach, California. That's interesting, because like California, right, from what I've heard, is a place where you will see white men and East Asian women more than white men and white women. Yes, in California, Asian women chase white men as if white dudes will go extinct tomorrow. Okay, you know that white man, Asian woman dating dynamic is very big in the West Coast, right? So I'm surprised that we have a woman that from California with a brother. I'm surprised. I'll keep it a buck, right? So she was born in what, Long Beach, California. Snowboarding, Winter Olympics. She won gold or whatever. So she's pretty good at what she does, right? She's she represents America. Her background's Korean. Let me see over here. I think it's Korean, right? Yeah, Korean. Yeah. So her dad and mom is Korean. So I have a Korean woman, essentially, with a brother. That's very rare to be in the West. And she's good looking. I'll keep it a buck. She's pretty good looking, right? So now let's see more about Miles Garrett. Okay, that's pretty, like, I'll keep it a buck. Like, so Miles Garrett, he's NFL player. Interesting, right? Let me bring it up. Let me bring it up real quick. Let me bring it up. He's an NFL player. Wow. So let me see if I can bring up an article here about I'll give you a hold on. Let me share my screen. Oh man. Share screen, share screen, share screen. Okay. So it says here, right? Obviously, Miles Garrett and Chloe Kim confirm romance after months of dating speculation. Okay. Miles Garrett is a Browns defensive end. Okay. So you're telling me that for a brother to get a good-looking Asian woman like this, right, he's got to be an NFL player. Like, this guy is jacked. He's jacked. He's probably at least like 6'3", 6'2". So you have to be like the peak black man in the West to get an Asian chick. How many black men are athletes, man? Only 0.02% become an NFL player, NBA player. So once you've reached that kind of status, right, then you're telling me you can put Asian women like this? Do you think that she would go for a normal brother? Do you think right, if he wasn't an NFL player, right, do you think that she would go for him? Now, she is a Olympian, so she has some money, I'm assuming, right? But this guy here is an NFL player, probably worth, 80 mil, 90 mil, far more rich than this chick. He's got the money, he's tall, got muscles, and guess what? He isn't too dark skinned too, right? So I'm just saying that, like, personally, like, this right here is an outlier, in my opinion. This is an outlier here. Okay, like, if brothers want an Asian chick, and you're a normal square brother, you're not five, you're not 6'3", you're not 6 foot, right? You're a normal square brother. You wear suits, you wear glasses. Your best bet is Japan, right? You can't crack the dating market in the West unless you are a very high value black man. Chloe Kim isn't going for normal black men. I guarantee you that, brothers. Miles Garrett, this guy over here, he's like a top 1% black man. He's rich, tall, muscles, etc., etc. The average black man isn't like that. So I see a lot of brothers getting happy about social media. Listen, man, face reality. If you want a woman like this, right? And you know what? You will find far more beautiful women of Asian descent in Japan. You gotta check out Japan, right? You gotta check out Japan. This here, right, is it's not gonna, it's not a common thing. So don't get too happy about this Chloe Kim and Miles Garrett situation. Okay, this is a 1% black man, 1%. The average black man isn't 1%. You want an Asian chick of this kind of look? No, if I show you some, can I get a few body pics of Chloe Kim? Hold on, let me try and get a few pictures of her real quick. All right, so she. Up, not Miss Piggy, not no short-looking chick. He got himself a good-looking Asian chick, and I want to see more brothers, right, with good-looking Asian women. Right, he's doing it right. But brothers, Chloe Kim is a Western Asian woman who most likely isn't going for an average black man. So you want to go for, hold on. You want to get your passports and go to Japan. Let me share my screen over here. Okay. Let me share my screen. Share screen. All right. So this is Chloe Kim over here, right? Okay. Out of 10, what would you rate her personally? I'll give her a 7.5. I'll give her a 7.5. Like, she looks good, man. I'll keep her a buck. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. So what would you rate Chloe Kim? I'll give her 7.5. Like, look at that, man. She's got a nice body, nice face. Look at that. Oh wow, yeah, she's good, man. That is a good Korean chick. And she in the gym too. Look at that. She's a gym chick too. She's slim, thick. Look at that, brothers. Look at that. Okay, interesting. I see you, Mouse. I see you, Mouse. I see you, Mouse. So I'm just going for a profile over here. You know, this is a typical Cali Asian chick. Look at those legs. Look at that smile. Yeah, no, she's prime. She's prime. Look at those hips over here. Look at that. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, Korean women are like they're more curvier than Japanese chicks and Chinese. Yeah, look at that, man. Flipping heck. Look at that. Come on, brothers. Come on, man. Woo! I'm just keeping it a buck. Can I keep it a buck? Can I keep it a buck, please? Right? Korean women, right? Right? They're more curvier than Chinese and Japanese. Yeah, yeah. Come on, man. Like you see that in Japan, you're going for that, right? Interesting. So, I mean, shout out to Miles and Chloe. Hope it's a long lasting relationship. Hopefully they do big things. You know, I wish the best for both of them. And I'm surprised that a Californian chick from Asia, you know, has went for a black man. You know, that's really, really rare. You know, like her look, her type, you know, her look and how she comes across, like you see with white men all the time in the West, you know. So that shows you that to get a woman like this to get an Asian woman like this as a black man, you gotta be a top 1% black man. You gotta be a top 1% black man, right? The average brother isn't a top 1% black man. So what must you do? Get your passports and go to Japan. You can get her easily, right? Easily. Wow, she looks good, man. Flipping heck. She looks good. She looks good, man. I'll keep her a buck. I'll keep her. Look at that, man. Damn. Slim, thick. Got hips. Yeah. She looking right. She looking right. Her mum's hot too back in the day. Ooh. That was her with what, blonde hair, dyed her hair. Yo, Chloe, yo, look at that, man. Look at this. She's like one of those Japanese chicks. Or is it what's it called? In this pic. Oh man. The Japanese woman who wear like blonde hair, the tan their skin very dark. What's it called, man? Ah, flip. I can't remember. But yeah, okay. But yep, shout out to Miles and shout out to Chloe. And you know, interesting. Hopefully relationship lasts long. And yeah, Miles got him a good looking Asian chick. That's him over there in the picture. And look at that! Oh, look at that body right there, man. Yo, this. Come on, man. What the flip, bruv? I'm just keeping her a buck, right? Yo, she's slim thick, right? She's slim thick, right? She's slim thick, right? I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm gonna keep it chill with y'all, right? Look at that body right there, man. Look at that. Oh my goodness, man. Get your passports, man, or uh pray to God very hard that you wake up tomorrow, you're 6'5", 6'4", and you make it to the NBA or NFL, and you can find you a Western Asian woman like her. I'm just kidding, but get your passports, man. She looking right in that pic over there, man. Damn. Damn. Look at that, man. Look at that body right there. More pics? Or where's she at? Damn. Okay. Yeah. Get your passports, man. Get your flipping passports, man. All right. So I want to react to an interesting clip over here, right? That happened in America recently, in Okinawa, not in Japan, Okinawa, right? Like, and it bears a question here: who's really running Japan? I'm gonna keep it a buck, you know me, on this channel, right? I keep it real, I keep it true, I keep it real, I keep it real, I keep it 100 billion real, right? Let me just share my screen over here, right, real quick. So share screen IP, share screen, okay? Let's go. So it says here, right? Videos show former US Marine aggressively detained by military police in Okinawa, Japan. That's wild. So here's a former Marine guy, right? And here's military police on the right. How are you getting detained in an outside country that's not America by American police? That makes no sense. It says here, right? US police have suspended solo patrols in Okinawa after they wrongly body slammed and detained an American civilian who was visiting and not under the jurisdiction. What? In Japan? Let's check it out, right? Let's check it out. Let me play the video over here. Whoa!
Yo, what are you doing?
Yo, what? How is that even possible in Japan? How do US military people have jurisdiction to detain people in Japan? Japan is not part of America. That's weird. What?
You have no right to touch me right now. Get the video, bro. What is your name? What is your name? You have no right to detain me. I'm not.
That's facts. How is that possible? How can they detain him in a non-American country? Just because America has a base in Okinawa doesn't mean they can have jurisdiction to detain people. I don't know. That doesn't make any sense to me.
Not under your policy. You are in our jurisdiction, so you still have the right to. So could you detain a Japanese?
What jurisdiction? What? What do you mean, bro? Japan is not America.
Japanese guy over there? Yes, you can.
What? No, let me repeat that over there. So they can detain a Japanese guy in Okinawa? How can American military people detain Japanese people in Okinawa, which is owned by Japanese? That's like, hold on, right? That's like, an American police officer detaining a Swedish person in Sweden, which is impossible. Sweden is not America. What's happening in Okinawa, bro? Let me run that back real quick. Hold on.
You have no right to detain me. I'm not under your policy. You are in our jurisdiction, so you still have the right to. So could you detain a Japanese guy over there? Yes, you can. You can detain a random Japanese citizen.
Whoa, hold on. You're telling me, right? Now, I'm assuming the words are true over here. American military police can detain a Japanese person in Okinawa because it's within their jurisdiction. How is that within their jurisdiction? That makes no sense. America is not part of Japan. Japan is in Asia. America is in North America. How is that their jurisdiction? Bro, hold on. That makes no sense. The only person that can detain an American person in Japan is Japanese forces, because Japanese forces are part of the Japan jurisdiction, not America, right? What kind of law is this if this is true or if they're lying? Because if they're saying that they can do that in Japan, how much power does America really have in Japan? How much power did Japan give America, bro? Is Japan a vessel of America? Is Japan under the influence and power of America? Because if American military police can actually do this to people in a foreign country, that's implying or saying that America has a lot of power in Japan. American forces. That makes no sense to me, bro.
We're not showing you their ID. Yes, and then we can pass them over to the Japanese people.
So he's saying that they can detain people in Okinawa that are not Japanese or even Japanese too, get their IT, get their ID, and pass over to the Japanese authorities. That is some sort of crazy power, brothers. I'm gonna keep her buck. That's implying that Japan is a vessel of America. That essentially Japan runs America. What is going on in Japan and what is going on in Okinawa here? We are running away from the Western influence of power when we get our passports to go to Japan, Brazil, Colombia, etc., etc. We cannot allow America or any other Western country to be controlling these countries by some other means. What is going on here, bro? This is actually concerning to me.
Why, thank you.
What? What? That makes no sense. Like, how? So it says here, right? A video of American military police walking down the street in Okinawa, armed with pistols, has gone viral on Japanese Twitter. Some are calling it a matter of national sovereignty. The MPs only have the authority to arrest US military personnel. Let's watch that real quick. Let's see. That's insane. What's happening in Japan, bro? What's happening in Japan, bro? Let me share my screen real quick. Hold on. Bro. Yo. Let me share my screen. Let me share my screen. Share screen IP. Share screen. Share screen. So you can see here, right? It says here, a video of American military police walking down the street in Okinawa, armed with pistols, has gone viral on Japanese Twitter. Some are calling it a matter of national sovereignty. Let's check it out. Yo, the way they're just walking through like they own the place. This is insane, bro. Like the way they're just walking through, right? Like they own the place, like they own like Okinawa and Japan. That's mad, bro. What the flip? Bro. The pistol apparently resulted in the apprehension of 2 military personnel who were firing at each other and 2 others for refusing to show ID and making a statement. According to Japanese media, and in contradiction to many of the comments responding to my posts that describe Japanese reaction on Twitter, solo patrons by MP in the high city a new thing. Oh man, that's crazy. That's interesting. Wow. What's happening? What's happening in Japan, bro? What's happening? Now, some are saying that if he's in America, if he's on an American base, they have jurisdiction. Was a guy on the American base? I gotta find it out, right? That's insane. That is utterly insane. Damn. I mean, like, what's happening in Japan, bro? What is happening in Japan? Wow. Okay. Interesting. Right. So let me bring up a clip over here. Right. Let's see. I want to. Yeah. Let me bring up this clip over here. Right. Give me a second. So news broke out recently that US has shut down Venezuelan airspace. Big news. Okay. Are we heading towards war? Because another war is just, oh man, let's watch it.
So it looks like the next great distraction is here. Trump woke up this morning and announced that they have shut down all airspace around Venezuela.
Disappointed, man. Absolutely disappointed, man. Another war, another upcoming war. Like, what is going on with Trump's presidency? Like, it's looking a bit shaky. Let's carry on watching.
Which means only one thing. You don't shut down a country's airspace unless you plan on bombing them.
Oh man. And if that happens, in Venezuela, if they get hit by a couple bombs, yo, are we looking at another war? Another war in the past 3 years. We had one in Gaza, one that's happening in Ukraine. Now, what's happening, bro?
So probably expect those to start as soon as this weekend. Like I said, once again, we got another distraction from not only the files, but now the shootings in DC, because there are so many questions being raised. The fact that this administration is getting fact-checked on the fact that they granted asylum, the links that he has with 3-letter agencies and our military. So yeah, it's crashing down all around them, and like I said, they needed the next big distraction. So sorry, Venezuela, looks like you're it.
I'm getting sick of how Trump's moving, man. During this first year, the whole tariffs thing is an absolute joke. Okay, and that's really ruined the economy. Crypto should be running right now. We should have a bull run with crypto, right? Going all over the place, but the tariffs thing shut it down. Then he's doing these weird policies, tariff deals, etc., etc. Then he wants to start war with Venezuela for what? At this point in time, right, I'm getting sick of how this guy is moving in the office, because his actions are affecting lives of normal people like us. As passport bros, right, stocks, crypto, right, is important to our lifestyles. It really is, and helping us achieve freedom away from the Western stranglehold. Well, if Trump bombs Venezuela, the markets will tank. People get scared. Like, I'm so sick of what has happened. In fact, 2025 is a write-off. It's an absolute write-off, brothers. Terrible year. Absolute terrible year. And it just shows you, right, America has too much power. America's power is too much. The soft power, the military power, everything. And other countries, right, need to stand up and start working with other countries to combat this kind of nonsense. Because as long as America controls the finance system, right, controls, the weapons industry, the economy, right, every other country is at its mercy, right? I'll keep it a buck. Like, these kind of acts and actions are going to tank economies, tank stock markets, tank crypto. And if you're a passport bro, right, you should be against this kind of, provocation. If you're a passport bro and you want freedom, if the economy is rocky, how are you going to travel? Right? A lot of y'all are relying on stocks, on crypto, on certain jobs, or if the economy is bad because of these stupid tariff wars and these stupid laws and shutting down people's airspace, how are you going to be free, bro? How? Crazy. Now, let me bring up an article discussing this even further, because I'm so angry. I'm so angry with this, man. Well, why? Why? Stop making things worse. Hold on, yeah. Let me bring it up real quick. Hold on. Venezuela. Damn. Hold on. So here's a reaction to it, right? It says here, Venezuela accuses Trump of colonial threats after US president closes its airspace. All right. Mr. Trump made the declaration amid a growing row over drug trafficking with his Venezuelan counterpart, Nicolas Maduro, who insists the US leader is trying to oust him. Listen, right, this right here has been happening from the very beginning of time. During Biden's administration, during Clinton's administration, right? It happens in America, it happens all over the world. Why now? Why now? Right? Insane. It says here, right? Venezuela has accused Trump of making a colonial threat after the US said the airspace above and surrounding country should be considered closed in its entirety. Mad. Venezuela's Foreign Affairs Office called their colonial threat an illegal and unjustified aggression and accused the president of threatening the sovereignty of national space and the full sovereignty of Venezuelan states. Yeah, we're sick of it, man. We're sick of it. No more wars. No more wars. No more stupid tariff deals or stupid tariff increases. It's messing up the economy, man. We don't need another war. We don't. Leave these countries alone. Didn't he say America first? Didn't he say USA first? Well, focusing on Venezuela, that isn't USA first. This thing here isn't affecting us, what they're doing in Venezuela. Leave them and their oil alone. It's mad. Everything is crumbling down, brothers. Crypto isn't running. Stocks isn't running as it should be. I don't know why they're so hell-bent on destroying the economy. Like you're a billionaire, bro. People like us who are normal people working normal jobs. It's hurting us the most. It's hurting us the most. Now you want another war? That will wreck the economy? That will make things even worse? That will turn the crypto market even worse? Hell nah, man. If the next 3 years is going to be like this, we should never have put Trump in office, man. Honestly. If the next 3 years is going to be like this, just a bunch of clownish nonsense, Trump should never have won the election. Right? It's BS. Absolute BS, man. So watch this space, because if a war pops up in Venezuela, I'm going to be so angry, man. Like a lot of things that have happened in the past year that have not been doing too good have been the result of Trump's actions and Trump's stupid policies. That's got to stop. Okay, so something more happier, right? Something more happier. Let's check this out. Let's go. So I want to show you, right, once again, as to why I'm always right when it comes to Japan. Okay. We have a clip here of a brother and a Japanese woman who looks very happy to be around this brother. Once again, Japan is the best destination for passport bros if you're interested in Asian women. Okay. Forget about China, forget about South Korea, Japan. Let's check it out.
It's my new friend Yuki. She's from Japan. She came to Houston by herself and was asking me where we sightsee. So
Look at that. Came to Houston by herself with her brother, asking the brother, show me the best places in Houston. She's checking already, man. She's checking. Once again, Japanese women are the best women for black men and brothers if you are interested in Asian women. Forget about Chinese women, forget about South Korean women. Go to where you're loved, and it's Japan. Okay? Let's check it out even further.
I was on the bayou headed to EOS and she joined me. So what you gotta say to the people, Yuki, you like Houston?
Yes, I love Houston.
Yuki looks fun. Yuki looks fun, you know, bubbly, you know, she's very happy that she's around her brother, you know, she's interesting. And she's good looking as well, man. Shout out to her brother.
You excited for the gym?
Yes.
She's only here for 2 more days. She says she likes black people English.
What? Excuse me? She likes black people English? Let me run that back. What she mean by that? What she mean by that, bro?
2 more days. She says she likes black people English.
No.
Look at her saying no, smiling and laughing. What she mean that? What does she mean that she likes black people English, man? Yuki, explain yourself, man. Explain yourself, Yuki. What the hell do you mean they like black people English, bro? What do you mean, man? Let's check it out one more time, man, for the culture.
You excited for the gym?
Yes.
She's only here for 2 more days. She says she likes black people English.
No.
I'm joking.
Look at her laughing. Hey, she's checking for brothers, man. She's checking. She's checking for brothers, man. You can tell. She's laughing. She's cool around him. If she really said she liked black people English, if she really said that right, that means she's into the black culture, how black people live, etc., etc. She's checking. And you will find that in Japan. You won't find that in China, though. South Korea, go to where you're loved or where your chances will be much higher than any other place.
American dream. Japanese composure.
You excited? Say
I'm super excited.
Yuki's cool, man. Yuki's cool. Look at that smile, man. Look at that smile. She said that Japanese don't go to the gym. Interesting.
I'm joking.
American dream. Japanese composure.
You excited? Say
I'm super excited.
Hey, you see Becky right there. Becky isn't too happy to see a brother with an Asian chick, right? Becky wants brother to herself. You see that Asian? You see that Becky?
American dream. Japanese composure.
you excited?
Look at that Becky right there in the staircase.
Say
I'm
Yeah, she ain't happy. See that? The one in the black top. She giving them the look. Listen, Becky, you should expect to see a lot more brothers with Asian chicks in the near future.
super excited.
Okay, she got a nice figure. You see, a lot of you dudes, right? You want this BBL chick. In fact, I remember in Japan, right? Dude asked me. Dude told me, I love Japan, but I don't see no BBL chicks over here. No big booty chicks. I looked at him like he was crazy, bro. Like that figure right there is what most men should want. Right? Not no fat chick, not Miss Piggy, but a nice slim chick. Look at that, man.
She's so excited. She wanted to see outside.
Wow, look at that. You know, she got a nice figure, man. I'll keep it back.
She's so excited. She wanted to see outside.
Look at that. Look at that, man. nice figure, right? You know, nothing crazy, no BBO, no crazy tattoos, no crazy tattoos, no BBO nonsense, right? No oversized lips, duck lips, the duck lips, and they're doing their stupid selfies with the lips all out, fake lips with goddamn injections pumped in their lips. Normal average chick, bro.
Hey, yabai.
Yeah, bye. So
No, yabai, not yabai, yabai, yabai. I mean, yabai means awesome.
she's so excited. She wanted to see outside.
Hey, yabai.
Yeah, bye. So
Bye.
yeah, bye. What does that mean? Yuki's gonna go hang out.
Damn, Yuki's cute. Look at that, man. I'm gonna keep her a buck.
See the park a little bit. She liked the gym. She had a good time. She's gonna meet me later. I'm gonna give her a bike. She's been walking everywhere, so she's gonna get the bike later, and we're gonna meet up again in like an hour. I'm gonna keep you guys updated. Arigato. All right.
Look at that, man. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. You know, and we want to see, like, brothers, like, once again, I keep telling y'all, right? Go to where you're loved. Go to where you're appreciated. Once you've felt out a certain environment, once you've been there and you ain't feel loved there, don't go there again. South Korea, for me, terrible trip. I ain't going there in the near future. South Korea. Okay? Japan, awesome. All right? Now, some of y'all like Asian women. So the videos tell y'all, the intel tells y'all, out of all East Asian women in the entire world, Japanese woman is your best bet. You want to avoid Chinese women. Okay? You want to avoid that. Okay? You want to avoid Taiwan, Hong Kong. Basically, if she speaks Chinese or any sort of Chinese language spoken, it ain't happening for you. Right? Go to where you're loved. Look at her reactions. Look at that smile. Look at her smiling at him right there behind him, man. She's checking for him. He probably don't even know that himself, man. He probably don't even know that himself, right? These are the signs. These are the signs that you need to see, right? And you need to know, okay? If a woman is checking for you, she's checking for him, man. She's happy around him, right? The vibe. She says she likes black people English. She likes black people English. Whatever that means, bro. Whatever that means, but that's code word that she's checking for brothers. That's code word she's checking for brothers, man. Keep it a buck. Keep it a mil. Keep it a trill IP. I am, bro. That's code word that she's checking for brothers. Know your niche, right? Know who checks for you, who shows you love, and trust me, man. You get hella love in Japan, man. As a brother, you like, it will shock you, man. Okay, get your passports, and go for women who like you, women who appreciate you. I don't want to see brothers waste the time in China. I don't want to see brothers waste the time in South Korea. The intel on this channel tells y'all the countries that check for brothers the most. So go there. Get into IT, get your certs, get into tech, build yourself up, be investing, be patient. And it will all fall in line for you, bro. It will all fall in line for you. You look at your life. My life is good, man. You look around you, my life is good. And I want this kind of relationship for brothers, man. Cute Asian chick in the background, smiling at you, loving you. But get your passports, man, please. Get your passports, get into IT, stay focused, right? Y'all got this, man. Y'all got this. Incredible. Brothers, we coming up, man. We coming up, brothers. Let's get it. Let's get it. Okay, so one last thing I want to react to before I open the phone lines, okay, is some important news. Okay, let's go. Let me share my screen. Share screen, share screen, share screen. Okay. So I want to share my screen here, right? Hold on. Give me a second. Yeah, hold on. Share screen IP, share screen. Okay, so it says here, right? Google on the rise. Google stock soars to all-time highs on NVIDIA chip comparison. Google stock shares rose 2.1% after reports that Meta is in advanced talks to spend billions on Google's TPU chips instead of NVIDIA's GPU chips. Google's TPU chips are 2 times cheaper than NVIDIA's GPUs. Okay. NVIDIA lost roughly 250 billion in market value as Wall Street recognized TPUs as a legitimate alternative. Brothers, please don't sleep on Google stock. Okay. As passport bros, as men that want to seek freedom and independence, stocks and crypto is that equation. There's 3 ways, right? And you should all be doing it. Tech/IT, right? Then we have crypto, then we have stocks. Okay. Now, Google stock, right, has powered through in the last couple months and has reached all-time highs. All right. And once again, right, I know NVIDIA has had this hype with their chips, etc., etc. NVIDIA makes great chips. But you know what Google does better than NVIDIA, brothers? Google is in everything. Okay? It's in phones, YouTube. Google owns YouTube, if you didn't know that. Okay? Right? They're in cloud. Okay? They are in tech. All right? They are in so many different things. And you can see right here, it is at $320 per share to right of my screen. Okay. A couple months ago, right, it was trading at just under $200. If you're not looking to build long-term wealth, okay, maybe consider looking at Google stock. Once again, I'm not a financial advisor. All right. Personally, between Google and NVIDIA, I'm choosing Google. NVIDIA makes great chips. NVIDIA chips powers the AI industry, a good amount of it, okay? But you can see Google's TPUs are now being seen as an alternative. So they're now doing chips, Google, right? They're in YouTube, they're in media, they're in tech, they're in cloud, they're in so many different things. They're now also doing self-driving cars. NVIDIA isn't in social media. NVIDIA isn't doing self-driving cars. NVIDIA isn't, doing phones. Google does that. So it's well diversified in its income assets. So if you told me between choosing Google and NVIDIA, I think Google is probably your best bet. Right? This Google, in my opinion, will become the most valuable company probably next year or in the next 2 years. They're just doing everything right. Me as a tech bro, as an IT bro, I know all about Google, bro. I know all about Google, right? And the fact that they're now making their own chips and their own AI systems, right? Gemini 3 Pro is being run on their own chips, not NVIDIA, but their own TPUs, shows independence. They're keeping everything in house. Crazy. Don't sleep on Google. Don't. Okay? Google stock, right, is going to have a big 2026. And I got more intel on Google stock on my Patreon. Join the Patreon, brothers. We talk about stocks on the Patreon, crypto, etc., etc. Join the Patreon. Google stock, don't sleep on it. Now, let me show you Google's price action over here. All right, let me stop sharing over here. Let me show you Google's price action. Google price. Let me show you, dudes, man. Let me show you our dudes, man. Let me share my screen real quick. Share screen, share screen. Okay, so you can see over here, right? Google is currently trading at 320 shares, right? Okay. Now, 1 month ago, it was at 277. 3 months ago, it was at 212. 6 months ago, it was under $200. It was at 173 per share. 1 year ago, it hit a low point of this was earlier on. Let's see. Earlier this year, it was at $145 per share. Slept on stock. It is probably going to be the most powerful company in the next 2 years. You can see here Google Maps, Android, Chrome, Search, YouTube, Play, Cloud. Now they're in AI. The new AI products, Gemini 3, has blown all other AI products out the water. Google's back, right? And there's IT bros, there's passport bros, as tech bros. You want to be taking your income from your job and investing that into strong assets, stocks, crypto, other means. That helps you build freedom and independence. That helps you become the ultimate passport bro. Tech, stocks, crypto, real estate, etc., etc. So, again, I'm not a financial advisor, but look into I'm not a financial advisor. Okay, once again, I am not a financial advisor, but look into Google stock. All right, and if you want more intel about Google stock, check out my Patreon. Check out my Patreon. All right, and you see my use cases for Google stock, right? And check out, man. Join the Patreon. Join the Patreon. Awesome. Awesome. Type on one if you're here with me, man. Type on one. Who's here? Let me put the corner link in the live stream chat. If you're here with me, type on one, bro. We got over 50 people watching. That's awesome, man. Type on one, though, if you're here with me, brothers. Type on one, type on one, type on one, type on one, type on one. You good? You good? Shout out to Delwyn in the cut. Type of 1 if you're here with me. All right, I put the calling link. Yeah, I can call in. Type on 1. Who else is here, man? I should see 51s. Awesome. Brothers, make sure you join the Patreon too. I got some very special intel coming on the Patreon, more Japan intel. So basically, all my Japan intel. So I went to other cities in Japan as well. I'll be dropping that intel only on Patreon. Dating, woman intel. I'll be dropping intel on stocks, crypto, geopolitics. So join the Patreon, man. All right, join the Patreon. You're going to see a lot of intel coming soon on the Patreon. So join the Patreon, join the Patreon. Who else is here? Let's see. Type of 1. So I put a call in. The link is, you want to call in, yeah, I can call in. The link is pinned on the live stream chat. I'm gonna get some food, then we'll head over to Kick in a bit. Shout out to Darius Chamberlains for the support. Do not forget, brothers were deleted when full custom suits. It will only change the perceptions within people who are always open-minded. Do you want to call in and speak about that? What do you mean by that, Darius? Is that a shot at the whole zipper core zip movement, bro? Call in, bro. Let me know. I don't know what you mean by that, bro. What you mean? What you mean by that, bro? Shout out to Ice Waldy for the support. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you, man. So the phone lines are open. I'm gonna leave it open for a bit. All right. And please call in. It's Sunday, right? So call in if there's anything you want to talk about. It may not even be about what I discussed today. It may be about something that's happening else that I've not spoken about. Call in, bro. Call in. Some people will not change what they think about you, no matter what you wear. I agree. Like Chinese. I agree, bro. I definitely agree. But for me, the cause it movement is about portraying ourselves in a good light, right? I don't really care about China. I'll keep it a buck, right? They'll never change how they feel about us, and we shouldn't care about them. We need to care about our perception and make moves internally and globally. I'll keep it a buck, bro. But please call in, bro. That's a good discussion. Anyone else call in, man? I'll be here. Let me get some food. I'll be here, though. Call in, bro. Yes, Jason, hold on, bro. Fixing up a few meals right now. Jason, your camera's on. Camera off or camera on, brother. Awesome. Thank you, bro. Let me bring in Jason in the background. I mean, Gardy, calling if you got if you have an opinion, I'm just keeping a buck, bro. They don't rock with us, you know, keeping a buck. Let me bring in Jason in the background. What's going on, Jason? You good, bro?
Yeah, I'm fine, man. How are you?
I'm all right, brother. Thank you for calling in, brother. Much appreciated, man.
Yeah, no problem. I just wanted to address the chick that followed us out to Thailand or whatever, and then asked that ridiculous question for the world to see. But yeah, I mean, I kind of jumped in late. I'm not sure if you covered the part where, they had tweets of her bashing black men, and then apparently she was actually dating a white man for a little bit.
What? No, but fire away, brother. Tell me more about that, bro.
Yeah, so after her video went viral, right? Quite a few of her tweets from the past, over the past 5 years at least, I think one of them even dated all the way back to 2016 of her, talking about how she doesn't like black men and she's done with N words and stuff like that. And I think there was a couple pictures of her actually dating a white man at some point. Hello?
No way. What?
Yeah.
There you go, man. Like, brother, I'll be with Jason, right? Like, Western women, it doesn't matter what race they are, sisters too, they're all the same, bro. They're all the same. And I feel like, but I'm sure you saw the whole Danish deception that I reacted to as well. Brother, like
Yeah.
a lot
Mhm.
of black men have to admit that to themselves that sisters in our community, they don't like us anymore. They don't. They have
Mhm.
now sold out to Brad. I'll keep it a buck.
And here's my thing, right? Yeah, that's like, it sucks that they did that, right? But it adds insult to injury when they come back and do stuff like that, like following us overseas as if they're slave catchers or something like that.
Mm, Facts, bro. Facts, man. I know it's that whole entitlement stuff as to they feel like they own us, bro. They feel like they
Like
own black men. Hmm.
it's insanity. You know what I mean? Because I mean, I'm pretty sure, I don't know if you've been to Asia. I haven't been to Asia but from my understanding, it's a 20-hour flight from here over on the East Coast from the United States over to Asia, right? So she spent roughly anywhere between, at bare minimum, $800 to $1,500 just to harass us. not, not to mention the hotel and food and stuff like that.
Crazy, bro. Crazy. It's just like they feel like they can't, brother. Like human beings, right, want to control something, right? And people who have no control over their own lives, whatever, right? And they're used to that controlling black men. And knowing that we're becoming passport bros, right? And we're getting our passport, we're losing that control over what the community has over us, bro. They get angry, man. Oh, they can't control us anymore, blah blah blah. What's the Batman doing over there, etc. etc. And bro, I'll keep it a buck. Like we gotta do us, man. We gotta do us. That's
And the
why
sad part about it is that she
Mm.
tried to use the trope of, oh, we don't stick together in black unity. Were you showing black unity in the United States? No.
Facts.
So why do you expect us to have black unity in another country?
Facts, bro. Absolutely. This brother gets it, man. Like like when I was in the library, when I was a nerd, when Gus back in the day, trying to get these certs, where were y'all? No, let's keep it. Where were y'all?
And
When I was studying,
and
brother.
is and is
When I was in the cut, when I was in the gym, when I was self improving back then, where the hell were y'all?
yes, and it's ingenuous. I don't know if I use the right word, but they're definitely not being honest at all, right? They're clearly lying. And I don't know if you saw the other story a few weeks prior of a lesbian chick that was out in Thailand actually talking crazy about passport bros and the Thai women that they're dating. It was some Facebook thread that was going on. BMT covered it over on his channel, right? And apparently one of the ladies of Thailand actually caught her in the street at the club, and yeah, they laid the smackdown on her.
I need that clip, bro. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's over
What
on
the
BMT's
flip?
channel. It's like it happened about what 2 or 3 weeks ago or something like that.
Mad, bro. Like, uh, hold that for there, Jason. Let me bring in Big Rats in the back. I think he wants to chime in as well. Like, and it's a shame, like we get grouped in with these people, man. We're different, man. I'm an IT, but I'm a tech, bro. Don't group me with no Keisha. Don't do that. What's
No, I
going on,
think they
Big
know
Rats?
that. They definitely know that.
Oh, what's going
That's
on,
why
Big
they
Rats?
did the.
Hey, what's up? What's up, IP? Yeah, man, it's good to hear your voice, man.
Hey, brother, I hear some background noise, brother. Are you? What's that noise, bro?
Oh, that's my car. My bad. I'm turning it off. My bad.
Oh, okay, I thought you were
Yeah,
some
that's my bad. Yeah, that was
different
my car,
dimension,
man.
bro.
Yeah, my bad.
Playing Tetris, bro. I was like, what are you playing Tetris, bro?
yeah. IP. What I would go say, man, is like I'm in Houston right now, and I get love out here and etc. But it's still the states at the end of the day, man. Like really, Western chicks in general, they all the same, but no matter they Chinese, black, Cambodian, and it's funny because like soon they come over here, like they're at when they in their country they'll be a little more feminine, etc. Act like a woman, but then when they get over here they switch up, bro. So it's basically the America is basically I call it Babylon, bro. So it's not it'll change the women you mess with. So that's why I basically I get what I can, man. I keep it moving. I don't focus on Western chicks and I went to the I had to go get my hair done. I went to the braiding shop and it was a um uh African chick from Senegal. She was doing my hair. I told her, all right, let's go and do my hair. She asked me they had a birthday party. She asked me that I want something to eat. I normally don't eat people food, I set her up, but she fixed me a plate, fixed me some cake. It was some pizza and a wing, and she gave me some drink. She gave me some juice. Then she was like, "Oh, you want some water?" I was like, "Yeah, let me give me some water." So I feel like I'm an African king in that chair, man. So I'm surprised, bro. I'm looking, my eyes about to pop in my head. I'm like, is I'm in America? I'm like, is I'm
Facts,
still
bro.
in America?
Sounds
But
like
hey,
she hasn't been corrupted yet.
right, bro. She been there for a while because they shop been open about 10 years. So I asked her. She said she's from Senegal, and I asked her. I was like, how long you? She said she's been over here for like, well, she said about 10 years. So, like I said, that place over there. I normally don't give out a lot of spots, bro, but I feel like that's a good place because my mom. I told her I was like, yeah, they fixed me some food, and she was like, yeah, I worked with a chick from that at the Africa place. Then she was like, she actually was very sweet and she had a good spirit on her. So I feel like that's a good spot too, bro. But I thought I was dreaming. I had to pinch myself. I'm like, am I dreaming? Because I know these women over here in America don't act like that, bro. They don't want to. They do not act like that.
Facts, bro. Absolute facts. But I think you mentioned that during when I was reacting to that Japanese chick and the brother, right? You said that
Right.
you get love out there. So you tell me that this Asian woman in Houston are giving brothers love?
Yeah. I don't deal with a lot of like racism here, bro. Surprisingly, like because I know Houston got a bad history with black people and etc. But yeah, I don't yeah they actually I get a lot of love out here, bro. I don't they be happy to see me. Like I took one home and etc. And she was smiling the whole ride and etc. And she was very nice and etc. She had like she
Asian
wanted to
chick?
kiss me. Yeah, Asian chick,
Asian?
bro. Chinese.
Don't,
No,
don't lie to you, bro. Are you serious,
bro,
bro?
I'm keeping it 100, bro. I'm dead serious, bro. Like I was surprised because I'm like, oh, I'm like, oh man, that's why I didn't want to do it because I'm like, ah man, she, so I was like, ah man. Then she was very nice, bro. Surprised me. I was surprised myself. I'm surprised myself, bro. And it was her mom too. She was there. But I'm gonna tell you, the only problem I had was with the I don't know if he was the brother or setter, but his face all balled up and everything. So I ain't even say nothing to him. I just said something to the women. I'm like, bro, you gotta get out. I like, get out, go. So I ain't
Oh
even cause his
wow.
face, yeah, his face all balled up. He probably jealous, hating, man. I tell you, like in the other strings, I don't like no Chinese dude, bro. I don't like them. They be jealous. It really be jealousy, really. That's how I feel. But the
Brother,
women,
so
bro,
that
nah,
was she born in Houston, brother, or was she actually from fresh from China?
I'm be honest with you, bro. I don't know, bro, because I didn't ask her all that, but I should have asked her some question stuff. But they was I don't know, but they had a little nail shop they own, so I dropped them out to the nail shop, man. They said they called me sir and everything, man. It was very nice, bro. But the dude ain't say nothing. I'm not I act like I don't even see the dude. That's how I do.
Awesome. Awesome. Damn, this is awesome, man. Like, it's good to have brothers calling again, man, to speak about life, man. It's been a minute. Yeah, I ain't calling in a minute for some reason, but maybe because I do my streams on the weekdays and y'all are busy. But Sunday now, so brothers, please feel free to call in if you want to chime in, etc., etc. I'm handing over to Jason. I'm a bit away for 3 minutes, right? I need to just get some food on my plate. And but Jason, big rats, feel free to chop up. Keep it PG, though. No swear, no N word use. Please keep it PG. No crazy talk. I'll be back in 3 minutes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, sure, that's fine. Hey, so Big Rat. So have you left the U.S. yet at all?
Yeah, actually, man, I'm gonna be honest. I actually been to Vancouver, bro, but it was like 2 years ago. I went for a week, and actually I had some stuff happen, but as far as that with the women, etc., I did pretty good, man. I did pretty good, and I saw that it was a lot of my immigration there too with the Indians, and I actually had an Indian MILF approach me, so she was very cool. So I mean, as soon as I stepped my foot out the door, because I'm gonna be honest, bro, I had my white forces on, I was looking a little fresh. Because over here,
Mhm.
bro, I don't even care how I look. I still get like I don't. I wear some stuff a homeless man got on, bro. I don't need like being too fresh here because I be paranoid. But soon I stepped out the gate, and when I had an Airbnb in Vancouver, and soon I stepped out the gate, bro. I'm talking about the gate, little open gate. Soon
Mhm.
I stepped out there, she approached me, bro. Then she was like, "Hey, she like you, where you from?" I'm like, "Oh yeah." I like, where you think I'm from? Then she was like, "Oh, you sound like you from America." I like, "Yep." Are you from? She said, "You from the States?" I was like, "Yep." So then I chopped up with her, got her number, and then we went out for a little bit, and then you already know already know, after
Hey,
that.
Vancouver. I've heard a lot of mixed things about Canada in general, but I always hear like, Vancouver is like one of the better places to visit. So I'm glad that I got that information from you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. I actually had a little situation happen. I told IP about it, man. It was when the little Chinese little boy, the father was cool and the mother they was cool, but the little boy had a little incident. But I got them straight. I told him like, hey, you're not gonna disrespect me like that. I said if it was other circumstances, you would be, acting different. But I said you're not gonna treat me because I'm a paying customer. I pay for my money. I'm actually helping. I'm putting food in your mouth. That's what I told him.
So that Chinese incident happened in your hometown or back in Vancouver?
In Vancouver.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, I'm surprised, bro. I never had a problem with them in Houston, bro. Surprisingly, because I know Houston has a very bad history with black people, but they very respectful here, bro. I tell you a situation, I did that, and
Hmm.
the older lady, they be they do not you already know they don't like black people, but she called me sir, man, when they left.
Right, right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did so as far as my trips, I did the DR once and then I went to Kenya twice so far, you know.
Okay.
Um
I, I
the
want. I heard my bad, bro. I heard that on the DR, man, dude's going to what's that not Santo Domingo, but the other
Sasua.
place. Yeah,
Sasua.
I heard they messing it up, man, spending all that money, man, and etc. That's
I
what I
I
heard.
think they are. I've seen some unsavory things as of recent. I've seen dudes pulling up in Ferraris and goddamn
Oh
Phantoms and
man.
stuff like that, and I'm just like, okay, I'm pretty sure this is concerning. I think this is concerning because I'm pretty sure this isn't the white dudes doing this.
Right.
I
Yeah,
could be
them.
wrong. I could be wrong, but
Yeah, I seen when I was on the online Filipino dating site, and the white dude, I seen him post a Lamborghini, but the Filipino lady, because they had a 24/7 customer support, and then she called me and told me, she like, oh, you got all the women. That's what she told me, and I was like, oh, I ain't know, because they was blowing my stuff up every day, bro. Like them Filipino women, they would hit me up, hey, 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 hey. I'm like, dang, boy. I felt like I was a Pookie and a Chad over here, man.
yeah, that's what I because before when I went to the DR, right, I had set my Tinder on the DR, right, and I'll
Right.
lie to you not, I got about 30 matches like automatically in one day. Never experienced anything like that in the United States. Now, don't
Yeah,
get me wrong. I've cracked girls off Tinders in the United States before. Don't get it twisted. But nowhere near the rate of love that I was getting when I set it on Dominican Republic for DR.
yes, yeah. It's a better quality, bro. Like the tender in the States, man. Like I heard, cause I know this dude I rock with. He used to hang with the Chads, bro. And like when Chad, like Giga Chad and all them going tender, bro, they get like all the matches, bro. That's who's getting all the matches. And I say like Tyrone, Giga Tyrone, but I mean, he not, I say Giga Chad doing better than him, bro. That's who's getting all the matches, bro. They very
I
picky
think
over here.
I think you're right. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? But I don't think Tyrone is complaining. I think he's still getting his fill. You
right,
know,
right, right, right.
so.
I'm basically like a Tyrone. I ain't gonna lie, cause I'm about 6'5", so I'm basically like Tyrone. That's why I'm saying I don't like put myself like cause I'm be honest, I ain't no Steve Urkel, cause I'm from the hood, so
Hmm.
but I'm not no Pookie though. But like I'm kind of like a Tyrone, so I do pretty good in the States, but you feel me? I don't want to stay over here because it's not for me because I like my childhood. You feel what I'm saying? I don't let stuff slide. You feel me? And like I experienced a lot of stuff here that
Hmm.
that you feel what I'm saying. It's a lot of problems in the States, bro. And it's
Yeah,
so
it's constant unnecessary drama. Trust me, I know.
yeah, it is,
You know,
bro.
and I'm glad that you on this call, right? Because the stereotype of us passport bros is, oh, they're just a bunch of lames that couldn't get laid back home, yada yada. It's like, no, these are people, these are black men from all different socioeconomics, standards coming forth and saying we're not dealing with this no more.
Yeah, yeah. I don't have no problems because like I mean, I don't have problems. Like I'm not gonna brag or nothing, bro. Say, oh, I'm gonna do this and that, but I mean, I do pretty, I do pretty all right. Okay. So I mean, I mean, I don't understand the dudes that I feel bad for them. They can't really get nothing. I understand, bro. Like the quality of women overseas is better, bro. Like I mean,
Hmm.
they a lot better, and the women over here they just got too many issues. Like I'm not gonna say up here because I don't know how they but they just got too many issues, bro. Like, I
Oh,
mean,
and it's not going to be solved anytime soon. I don't think it's going to be solved within our lifetime. Let's just put it that way. You know what
nah,
I'm saying?
nah, nah,
So I don't see the point of us staying here and suffering.
nah, bro.
So
If you do okay over here or whatever, then you can do even better over there, bro. The quality is better and they more family orientated. So I agree with the passport, bro. I'm really like a passport, bro. I'm like a Tyrone passport, bro. But I agree with them, bro. I can't like I can't stay in the States for like forever, man. Like back then, 15 years ago, like you feel what I'm saying, it was easier getting women too. I was like, I was like a superstar. I mean, I had women approaching me, etc.
mhm.
Even the ones that like Pookie, they approached me, but you feel what I'm saying? It has changed a lot, man, in 15, 20 years with that social media and stuff. I do see a difference though.
Yeah, most definitely. I feel so. I'm not gonna lie. I was one of those historic, like 2016 All Star players that everyone talks about. You know what I mean? As
Right,
far as coming to bagging the girls and whatnot. And we're coming up on that 10-year mark in about a few weeks now.
right.
And I can honestly say America looks like a parallel universe compared to that.
Yeah, bro, 2010, 2015, 16.
Hmm.
It's I could tell a major difference. I don't know. I'm most likely I'm gonna say
I'm
really
back.
what's the IP, but we was basically talking about, man, that America it was a lot easier getting women back then. Like I'm not no Steve Urkel type where I don't get no women at all. You feel me? I'm gonna be honest, but it is a lot harder. It is harder though now. I don't like I said, it's gotta be the food, the water, stuff in the
No, I
air.
feel like personally, I feel like because since the pandemic, right, things changed drastically since 2019. Before 2019, right, things were not perfect, but it wasn't bad for brothers like before 2019. After
Right.
2019, brother, after the whole shutdown, that's when I think things went left and overboard. I don't know what happened. I feel like people were so locked in at home. They were viewing social media content that was not in our favor, certain news. And you notice how, like, if you notice, like, Gen Z women, right, they don't really rock with
Right.
us compared to like millennial chicks in the West. You've noticed that, like 21, 22-year-old, they're now leaning towards other races of dudes as opposed to black dudes, whereas millennial chicks, right, were all over us, you know? And I really believe that social media, the TikToks and X, Twitter, what they push over the pandemic, really harmed our image. Has to be that, bro.
All that Pookie and Ray Ray put that mug shots. You can go on Jailbird and see nothing but black dudes with black men with jail mug shots, bro. Just they don't put white ones or other ones because they be doing crime too. They always put black, bro. And you know the black women, even the ones that like Pookie, they like, oh, that's all black dudes do is crime, but they don't understand that if you look at the FBI statistics, it says that black people actually don't do more crimes than other races. Really, if you look, that just make America great. Our MAGA, philosophy. You know what I mean?
And what made it worse, right, is that they were pushing this false narrative of femicide going on in the black community, right?
Right.
Hold that thought, yeah. Let's go on kick. Let's go on kick, yeah. So everyone, let's go on kick, right? So we can speak more freely, all right. And Jason, hold that thought there, Jason. I will get back to you very soon, brothers. So let's go on kick right now. I'm gonna give you brothers 1 minute, 2 minutes. Let's hop on kick. So kick after party up next, where it's more free speech on there. We can't really speak about these topics on YouTube like that. So kick after party up next. Okay, so we're gonna go on kick. More free speech on there. We can crash out on there as well. So brothers, everyone on kick right now in the next 2 minutes, 1 minute, all right? Big racks, Jason, get some water. All right, because it's gonna be a crazy crash out, right? We are gonna crash out on kick. I got a lot to say about the topic as well, brother. I got a lot to say, but let's go on kick, right? So let me just sign into kick on my end over here. I feel you, right? I don't know. I really feel you, brothers, man. I feel like in the last 5 years, since 2019, things went downwards for us, man. And it wasn't like this. I remember I'll be on YouTube back in 2010, 2011, like watching pick up videos, and it was brothers that were dominating that game, and a lot of women were going towards brothers. And now it's dominated by non-black dudes, man, who are getting all the chicks. And I'm thinking good on them, right? But brothers need some love too, man, from these women. So what happened, man? But we'll get to it.
Can I say one thing, right? I actually talked to 2 different chicks, right, about this topic, about why so many of them like to gravitate towards white men, right? One of Asian descent, one of black descent, right? And to my shock, both of them said the exact same thing, and they don't know each other. They never even met each other, right? But they said the exact same thing. They're both like, I think most white men are gay, right? And I was like, well, what makes you say that, right? Because I never thought that before, right? I never thought most white men were gay. I thought that was a crazy statement to make, right?
But hold up, brother. Let's go on kick. Let's go on kick, man. Let's go on kick. Let me sign into kick on my end, brother. Then we'll talk about it in a bit. We gotta keep it PG on here, bro. Let's go on kick. Hold on. What's going on here? Why is it not coming through? Oh, there it is. Yeah, I got it. All right, brothers, let's hop on kick right now. And we're going to speak on some interesting topics on kick. All right. Now I'm going to end the stream on all the platforms. So you can find me on Kick. I'll post the Kick link again on the live stream chat. There's a Kick link over here. And there you go. Okay, Kick is there. Hold on. Let me just get the video. There it is, the live stream. All right, brothers, I just posted links to our Kick stream. We will see you on Kick. It's been a pleasure. Let me end the stream on Facebook. We're going to end it on Twitch as well. We'll end it on Rumble. And we're going to